Numerology profile for River Phoenix. Born on the 23rd of August 1970 and he passed in 1993. He was a 3 destiny. That's someone who's very creative, very good with communication and mixing with other people. And he had the 5 personality, which kind of matches it because that made him all things to all people, especially being the hub and someone that people would flock to. He had 3 arrows, which is unusual. I don't see that a lot at all. He had the arrow of the planner, so he's very good at seeing the forest and the trees and being able to make lists and plan everything. But the interesting thing is he also had the arrow of frustration, so maybe he often got in his own way. But he has the arrow of activity, or had, and that made him someone who was always willing to get out, especially being in the outdoors, and someone who had a strong need to express himself. He had the 7 motivations, so that was very much about spirituality and analytical thinking, and the 3 inner self matched his destiny, so very intense need for creating and expressing himself, and the 1 expression made him come across as someone who's very singular, an individual and an original thinker, maybe even a loner. But he has had 3 karmic lessons. The 1 karmic lesson was to do with not being too stubborn and not asking others for help. He had to learn how to get over that. He had the 2 karmic lessons, so that's very much about emotions and dealing with other people and being oversensitive. He had the 3 karmic lessons, so that made him someone who might have either misrepresented what he wanted to say or other people misinterpreted him, also scattering his energies too much. He had the 6 subconscious response, so that's someone who thinks of family and home first in a crisis. To a minor degree, he had a 5 hidden tendency, and that means, gratifying the senses too much, the sex and the drugs and the rock and roll. But also the 9 major, which was interesting because that's usually to do with being very unconventional, but also overly concerned with humanity, and also a lot of endings. So I wonder if he had a lot of Plutonian forces going on in his life when it came to endings, but also probably trying too much to be all things to all people, but individual at the same time. Very sad that he's gone. But if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe for more.